Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on. This episode of As a Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Crystal Lavender, and this is Say You Love. Today we are going to do a pick-a-pile reading. Put a little bit of Nag Champa in the air here. So we're going to do a pick-a-pile reading. This is pile number 1, which is a seashell. Pile number 2, we've got the sand dollar, and pile number 3, we have a hagstone. So I'm going to give you a minute and let you decide which pile it is that you feel you are called to. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Alright, let's get started. We're going to move these piles off to the side here. If you pick pile number 1, you pick the seashell. Let's see what we got for pile number 1. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. We've got some angel numbers and an angel message, and we have some tarot. And I haven't seen what these cards are, so we don't know what they are yet. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Temperance, the King of Swords, the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. It says, I regret my behavior, and I know I have to make a decision. It's in my face. So pile number 1. Some of you guys could be dealing with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But we have the Emperor with the Eight of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with somebody that is very business oriented, that has put a lot of work. We've got the King of Swords in the upright with the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor clarifying that. So you have somebody that's put in a lot of work. Because we also have the King of Pentacles here as well. But I think they're sitting on their feelings. It's like they're hoarding their feelings for you. With the Four of Pentacles over the Temperance card. Page of Cups. So this person you might think that they work too much, or that they're not into you because of how much they work. You know, and you don't know how to feel about that. But this person is very self-absorbed. You know, you could be dealing with an earth sign as well, with all the pentacles being out here. But this person is no nonsense. You know, they are a no nonsense kind of person. Like if they smell one little hint of drama, they're out. You know what I mean? Like this person is definitely not afraid to be alone. But I know they feel like they need to make a decision, you know. I know I have to make a decision. It's in my face, right? So they feel like if they don't get off their booty soon and move towards you, you know, they're going to lose out on you. Like they regret their behavior. Maybe some of them have put you on hold or put you aside, taken extra shifts at work. I mean, that's the thing. If you're looking for a hard-working woman or a hard-working man, then they're not going to be available all the time to make time for you. And I think some of them have put you off, you know. Put you off on the side so that they could do their business. I think some of these people run their own business, you know, like they may have a construction company that they put a lot of hard work into. But it looks like they know it. They know that they have neglected this connection with you, and they know that they've got to do something about it, or they're going to lose you. You know, and you're almost to the point where you're like, either you shit or get off the pot, you know? You got to do something about it. the Knight of Wands there with the King of Swords. It's like, you know that you want them, but you don't appreciate the way that they act towards you. You don't like not being a priority. Like, this person definitely prioritizes their work, which, I mean, isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it can get in the way of forming a solid connection, because you have the Emperor. Like, this person might be really hard to talk to as well. Maybe if you bring up the fact that, like, they don't spend time with you or whatever, they might just ignore it. They might be really hard to talk to. It might just start arguments or drama, or they don't listen at all. But this person is no nonsense, like all business. And it's like they know that has hurt you in some way or another. And they've been sitting on their feelings. They're like hoarding their feelings for you. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius as well. But they know it's time to make a decision. And they know that they've hurt you with whatever it is that they've done. They put work over you. They put work over spending time with the family. They put work over pretty much anything. And some of them might be using that as an escape, Maybe that's how they get away from the mundane, well, not mundane, but get away from feeling their feelings, get away from having to face what it is that they truly want. They just put all their time and their energy into work. So they don't have to deal with anything. It's like, nah, I can't, I'm busy, I'm working. Nah, I can't, I'm busy, I'm working. But this person is working so much that they're not living. It's like they're not living their life. And you want a solid connection with them. Let's see what we could get on some clarifiers here. Let's see what sort of clarifiers we can get here. Like, you want celebration. You've got the Three of Cups. Like, you want to be in a solid, committed relationship with them. And maybe you are in a solid, committed relationship with them, but they're more committed to working, more committed to their job. It's like, if their boss asks them to put in extra hours, they immediately jump on it, How do they really feel about you? Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands in reverse. It feels like they're passionate about you, but they're not as passionate about you as they are about making money or, whatever this business that they've got going on. Yeah. And you feel that way. You've probably even discussed it with them. I mean, part of it is like, you can't be mad at a working man or a working woman. That means that they're clean money. It takes a lot of strength to be with someone that works all the time. It's like, you could be with someone that works all the time, or you could be with someone that's like, a homosexual. But yeah, you will come to some sort of agreement with this person. Like, they might be really hard to talk to, and I think you really got to be careful not to throw too much emotion into the mix. It might overwhelm them. But if they keep ditching out on dates with you to go to work, let them know that makes you feel unappreciated or unwanted, But this person, it's like, they do know how you feel. And they do know that it's time to make a decision, They know that it's time to level up the relationship. Like, if you are just talking, they know it's time to make it official. If you guys don't live together, they know that it's time to make that decision to where you guys live together. Okay, like, what are we going to do? You moving in here? Am I moving over there? Like, what's going on here? And the Knight of Cups is in reverse. Like, they really are holding on to their emotions. It's like they are scared. They're scared to not put you, to put you aside. Or no, sorry, they're scared to put their job aside for you, Because they're like, their job is like, that's all they've got. That's what they've worked for. This is the business that they've worked for, you know? They feel like if you guys don't work out, at least they have that, you know? But they know that door's about to close. They know if they don't jump, if they don't shit or get off the pot, like you'll be out. Pile number one, you'll be out. And I would give this some sort of time limit, you know? But you do have the sun here, like you do make this person happy. You are happy with this person. They might be afraid. They're codependent on their work, you know? I think this person is a workaholic. It's like maybe all the relationships in the past have done them dirty, or they haven't gotten anything of value, you know, besides lessons out of the things from the past. So they're scared to put their all into another person. You know, they know that they can rely on themselves. So they're scared of putting out those emotions. You know, like we've seen with the Four of Pentacles on top of the Temperance there. They're like hoarding their emotions, but they know they gotta shit or get off the pot. Yeah, their intuition is telling them, you know. And your intuition is telling you, like, you know that they know that you know that they know. Maybe you have discussed this with them before, you know, but I would set some sort of time limit, you know, express your concerns, let them know. Like, hey, I feel very undervalued here. Like, where are we going with this? What are we doing with this? It's like, are we committed or are we not committed? Are we doing the dang thing? Are we going to build this empire or are we not going to build this empire? Some of them are committed to their work. We got the Four of Swords again, or the Four of Swords, you know. Some of them need to take a rest from that. And don't be harping on them either, you know. Don't make it come off like you're nagging. It's like every time they come home from work, you know, give them a minute. Give them a minute, or tell them that you need a minute. Like, if this is you, that's the hard worker, you know, like, don't just jump on them right away. It's like, yeah, you might have missed them while they're at work all day or whatever, but let them decompress, you know. Let them decompress. Eight of Coins. Yeah, because they work real hard. I think whoever this is works real hard, but they put work above everything else. But it might be the one thing that they know that they have control over, the stability, you know? It might be the stability, the only thing that they're like, okay, I know for a fact if I put all the work in, you know, like, I'll be solid. But you have the Empress and the Magician at the bottom of the decks, or on the cut here. You know, but they know that you're wifey material or husband material. They know it, and they know that they have not treated you in the best way, you know. They know that they have put work above you. Like, they know how you feel. They do know how you feel. It's just, what are they going to do about it? What are they going to do about it? They know they have to make a decision. They know they have to make a decision. You know, they know they have to start showing you some sort of emotion. I would give it a time limit, you know? Like, let them know how you feel and see what they do about it. And if nothing changes, well, either you got to change how you feel about what they're doing, or you got to change, like, who you're with. You know what I mean? You got to make a drastic change, either with how you feel about it, you know? You might not be able to change their behavior, but you can change how you feel about their behavior. I mean, ultimately, that choice is up to you. And I wouldn't give them some sort of I wouldn't put it at them as an ultimatum, you know? Don't give it to them as an ultimatum. Just let them know, like, hey, like, I feel very undervalued. You know, it's like every time that we have a date set up, you know, you volunteer yourself to go and work. I think they will see this door of opportunity with you. Like, they see the opportunity. they see that you are wifey or husband material, you know? And they know they're going to have to shit or get off the pot. But they are scared. They're scared. They're scared of committing to anything other than their work. You know, because they know for a fact that work is solid. You know? But people spend so much time working. You know, they spend all of their life working and don't spend any time living. It's like they might make fat money or something, but then they have no time to do anything with the money. You know, they have no time for vacation. They're always on the clock, you know? Like some of these people could be on call. It's like 24/7. If their boss calls or their partner calls or whatnot, like their business partner, they're like out and gone. And that might have created a lot of success for them financially, but that's not true happiness. That's not true happiness. I would say to bring your concerns to this person and see what happens, you know? And either they're going to change their behavior, or you're going to have to change how you feel about it if you want to be with this person. But we have the Wheel of Fortune. You know? I think if you talk to them about it, and the Lovers on the split too. I think if you talk to them about it in a non-attacking way, you know? In a non-nagging, non-attacking way, like they might be more apt to listen to you. But this person is really hard to get to, with the Emperor being in the upright there. This person might be really, really stubborn and really hard to talk to, especially about things that, you know, mean any sort of like changing their behavior. Like they don't want to hear it, you know? But this person knows that they need to shit or get off the pot. And I think that you should give it some sort of time frame, you know? They do know. I regret my behavior. I know I have to make a decision. It's in my face. Like they know. Or this could be you, you know what I mean? Like you could know, like you could be the hard worker. You could be the one that's always at work, always working, you know, and you know that you need to make a decision about this person, about where this connection's going. Let's flip a coin. So, universe, are they going to try to make a change? Are they going to change something in this relationship? Change something about their work? They're working all the time and putting our pile number ones to the side. If our pile number ones talk to this person, will they change? Will they take it to heart? Says fuck no. Ooh. Yeah, they're real stubborn. They might take it as an attack. And you're going to have to decide what you're going to do about it, you know? You're either going to live with someone that is a hard worker and put you to the side, or you're going to have to live with the bum, you know what I mean? Let's see what sort of angel messages we got. 3333. Hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, enthusiasm. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be about to change. It's time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. And we have listen. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desired manifestations. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you, is to listen. All right, pile number one. They know they have to make a decision. They know that you don't like where this is going. You don't like how they act about it, you know? And there's a couple options. Like, you can either, like, if you knew that this was the person that you were with when you got with them, you know, like maybe you knew that they own their own business, you know, or maybe you helped them build this business. Like, if this is who they've been since the get-go, I mean, you can't really be mad about what it is that they're doing. I know some of you don't want to hear that, but it's like, that's what you agreed to. You know, it's like signing up for a mandatory 48-hour a week salary position and then being mad because you have to work the 48 hours. You know what I mean? It's like, but you signed up for that from the get-go. So, I mean, some of you might come to a compromise with this person. Like, hey, if we make a plan, you know what I mean? Can we try to follow through with this plan? Like, don't tell them to, like, you know, not work or not do what they're doing. But have some sort of compromise. Come up with some sort of compromise, or change how you feel about it. You know, if this person's not going to change their behavior, you have no control over that, but you have control over how whatever it is makes you feel. You know, because it doesn't look like this person's going to change. They're not gonna put you above their job, you know. And maybe some of you knew that they were hard workers when you got into the relationship with them. So I mean, you can't really be mad at them for being a hard worker, but you can voice your concerns and try to come up with some sort of compromise. All right? And those were the messages I had for pile number 1. I hope that helps. Whoever needed that message, I hope it helps. Let's move on to our pile number 2s. If you picked the sand dollar, we have this pile here with the sand dollar. I actually found this on the beach myself. You know, it's hard to find ones that aren't broken, but I found this little guy on the beach myself and then flew him home with me. Vroom. Pile number 2. Thank you so much for being here. Please remember to like and comment in the comment box. Let me know if it resonated with you. Let's see what we got here for pile number 2. Oops, sorry about that. Got your angel message and your angel numbers to the side there. Let's see what sort of tarot. I haven't looked at these piles, so I don't know what's in there. All right. So we got Queen of Cups, the Moon, King of Wands, Magician, 9 of Cups, the Hermit. Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Magician, the 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups and 2 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Moon. So the overall energy is the Moon and the Hermit. You know? So it looks like somebody is hiding something from you. Like there's some sort of truth that needs to come out, you know? There's some sort of truth that needs to come out. We have the King of Wands with the Queen of Cups in reverse. You know, some of you might be battling with your heart and your passion. But the truth is, you're scared. Looks like you're scared. Some of you might be scared to take a leap of faith, you know? Like you might feel like you're not good enough. Like maybe you want to go after your dreams and want to pursue your passions, you know, but you are scared to take that leap of faith. Like, well, how am I going to make money? You know, how am I going to support myself? You know? It's like you're scared to put in the work, or you're scared to leave work to put in the work to follow your dreams, to follow your passion. Like some of you might feel like you're not good enough. Like who's going to listen to me? You know, if I write that story, like who's going to read my book? Who's going to listen to what I've got to say? Like I'm a nobody, you know, but that's not true. You have no idea how impactful your story can be for someone, you know? Like some of you might think that you might not have the tools, you know? That you might not have the tools. Like I wrote an entire book on my phone. You know, I didn't need no laptop. I didn't need no fancy software. Like, I wrote an entire book all from my phone. You know, and I was one of those people that didn't think that my story mattered. I'm like, well, what is my story going to do? It's not this crazy, extraordinary story, you know? But it was one person's story that helped me write my story. You know, it was one person's story that inspired me to write my story. You know? And it's like you can't stop thinking about it. You can't stop thinking whatever this is, whatever this passion is, whatever this is that you want to pursue. You can't stop thinking about it. So I can't help feel drawn to you. It doesn't make sense, you know? Like, you might have some sort of calling that is, you've tried to put it aside and put it aside and put it aside, but you can't let it go. It's like it just gets louder and louder, you know, and you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed to do it? It's like I'm fighting my feelings for you. And I don't think this has to do with an actual person. I think this has to do with a passion, with the pursuit of passion, you know? And then you get into your head and you let yourself think that you're not good enough, that ain't nobody gonna listen, like, you know, that you don't have the tools available. But it's like, you do have the tools available. It might be rocky at first, you know? Might be rocky at first. You might be a little clustered, you know? You might stare at a blank canvas and not know what to put on it. But the secret is that you've been hiding this passion from the world. It's like you're doing a disservice to the world by not following your dreams, you know? You're doing a disservice to the world by not following your passions. Like, the world needs you. They need your story. They need your art. They need you to follow your dreams so that they can follow in their footsteps as well. I mean, there's some people out there, like, think about out of the 3-point-something billion people out there, you know, there's somebody out there that is relying on you following your passion because it'll inspire them to follow theirs. And then when they follow their passion, then the people that they influence to follow their passions, you know? It's like, I really believe we can change the whole world by one person at a time, and it's all with ourselves. You know, we got to lead by example. But I feel like you guys are fighting. You're fighting yourself. I don't feel like this has to do with a person. You might have a person, you know? You might have a secret person that you don't want them to know. It might be like your best friend or something. Like, maybe some of you guys are in love with your best friend and you don't want them to know that. You know, because you don't feel like they have any interest in you. You know? But I really feel like this is fighting back, like, your calling. Like, you have a calling, you have something that you need to share with the world. And it's just getting louder and louder. But you're chained with that devil there. Like, you're chained to the matrix, you know what I mean? Like, you're scared. We have the moon again. This is definitely some sort of secret desire, you know, that needs to come to surface. If it is for the people that are, like, in love with their best friend or in love with somebody that, you know, like, means a whole lot to them, there's all kinds of different loves out there. But something is definitely boiling up to the surface. It's going to be illuminated. You know, and you don't want to go to your deathbed. Yeah, you got the Nine of Cups. You don't want to go to your deathbed, like, wishing you would have said something. You know, wishing that you would have wrote that book. Wishing you would have started that painting. Wishing you would have followed your purpose, you know? You don't want to be laying there, like, with these regrets. Like, that's how I definitely look at opportunities or whatnot. Like, if I'm struggling with something, you know, like, should I or shouldn't I, or should I or shouldn't I? If I'm struggling, trying to make that decision, I think about that. I'm like, will I regret not doing it on my deathbed? Will I regret not taking that step? You know, we have the star. Follow your true north, man. Like, you are being guided for a reason. You are being guided for a reason. These cards stick together. They're all brand new. Follow your true north. Because you have, like, something that you're super passionate about, like, inside of you, just wanting to come out, man. Just wanting to burst out. something that lights your soul on fire, that will make you excited to get up in the morning, you know? Whether it's doing that painting, writing that book, taking a class to be a peer support specialist, or, you know, some sort of therapist or something. You know, the world needs you. The world needs you and the skill and the story that only you can tell. Yeah, we have the strength. You are strong enough. You do have the right tools. And if you try it and somehow end up failing, which I don't think you will, you know, at least you tried. At least you put it in there. And at least you won't regret trying it or not doing it on your deathbed, you know? At least you won't be laying there like, man, I wish I would have took that leap of faith. I wish I would have told this person how I felt, you know? Instead of just keeping it on the inside and never letting it out. You know, I really didn't think that my story was going to matter. But I've had so many people in my inbox messaging me, telling me like how much they appreciate my strength and my vulnerability and telling my story, you know? Like I was an addict for years, and I was an addict, I was codependent, I was a freaking hot mess, you know? I had to transmute a lot of that energy, a lot of that suffering, a lot of that pain into purpose. You know, now my purpose is to help other people that have gone through the same thing, you know? Or to help them learn how to write their own book, you know, to inspire them to write their own books so that they could tell their story. Because your story has something that only you can deliver. Like, there's a message that you need to bring that only you can deliver, that someone out there is dependent on it, you know? Yeah, I think you need to go after it. You need to quit sitting on it. It is not a time for putting that on the back burner, you know? Like, it is a time to go forward, and you will have people celebrate you. You do have support out there. There are people that need what you've got. And the Chariot, we got the Chariot. I love these. These are Garbage Pail Kids cards. So I would say go for it. If you're pondering whether to pursue your dreams or not, you know what I mean? Like, if you'll fail or not, or, you know, should you or shouldn't you, I would definitely say go for it. If there's somebody that you really have feelings for, you know, when they might not know that you have the feelings for them, let them know. You know, what's the worst that could happen? Like, oh, or we're just friends? I mean, well, you didn't lose a friend then, you know? But this, keeping it in is a burden, you know, that you will definitely regret not taking the opportunity. If you don't take this opportunity, you know, if you don't speak your mind, if you don't pursue your passions, you are definitely going to regret it. Knight of Cups. Yep. Charge after what you want. Charge after what you want. The world needs you. So write that book. Get that certificate, you know? Push forward towards your dreams. Like, the world needs you. 0707. Self-awareness, forgiveness, professionalism, empathy, tenacity, and freedom. Let go of what no longer serves you. That could be a job, that could be people pleasing, that could be that encompasses so much. But let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best just to move on. The truth will set you free. And what do you desire? This is the Angel card. You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. That's beautiful, right? Write that script. Pursue your dreams. You know, quit harboring it and holding it in. The world needs you, pile number 2. The world needs you. I'm pretty sure those are your messages for pile number 2. So if you're wondering if you should pursue your dreams, that is always a yes. That is a yes. That is a hard yes. Quit harboring it. The world really does need you. They need the story that only you can tell. You know, they need the artwork that only you can produce. They need that jewelry piece that only you can make. I love you guys. Let's move on to pile number 3. Beep beep. Pile number 3. Let me get these cards out of the way here. All right. If you picked the Hagstone in pile number 3, these guys right here, this pile is for you. I have not seen these cards yet. I don't know what's in there. So we're about to find out. Let's see. Hagstones are like protection, little fairy protectors. We got an angel card and we got the messages at the bottom. But let's put out the tarot first. We have the Star, Fortune, Hierophant, Hangman, Temperance, Knight of Wands, the Moon, and the 5 of Swords. Alright, let's see. Pile number 3. The overall energy is the Moon and the 5 of Swords. So it looks like there could be too many chiefs and not enough Indians, you know? Looks like there's too many cooks in the kitchen. And there doesn't seem to be like solid teamwork with any of it. You know, somebody's holding some sort of something secret from you. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aquarius. But I feel like you're tired of fighting these battles. You know, you're tired of fighting with these people. You don't want to hear it. You're tired of fighting with them. You just want them to change their mind. You need them to change their mind, or you want them to change how they feel, you know? Like you're hoping that they can see something from a different perspective, you know? You're hoping that this group of people can, you know, not be so combative, not be so like intrusive or combative, or like they just feel like real, like they're real negative, you know? Somebody that you're hanging out with, or the group of the people that you hang out with, just like aren't seeming to go anywhere, you know? They don't get it. It's like they just don't get it. They don't understand that they are in control of their life, you know? And you really want to share this with them. You want to share that hope with them. You want to share what you've learned with them. But it's like they just won't see it, you know? And it's like you're tired of fighting this battle with them. You're tired of saying the same things and like planting these seeds. It's like, is the ground fertile, you know? Is the ground fertile? It's like I feel like you're just having the same conversation on loop with either a person or a group of people. But it feels like a group of people, you know? It's like maybe you're a boss somewhere or something, and it's like you're trying to get your team like motivated, and it's like it just doesn't, like these people just don't have any motivation. They don't have any motivation. They don't have any sort of desire to, you know, to work as a team. It's like they bicker and fight and complain. And I feel like you're just like backed in this corner. It's like, why can't you see it, you know? Like, why don't you see where you're going wrong? Like, maybe you have a group of friends that like all they do is talk shit about their boyfriend, or, you know, talk shit about their girlfriend, you know, and it's like, this motherfucker, da 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 da, but they're there with them every day. It's like, well, why would you want to be with someone that you are talking shit about, you know? Like, that's your man, that's your woman, you know what I mean? Like, shouldn't you be proud of them, you know? Like, I don't want to be with somebody that if I go to work and I'm like just gossiping some bullshit about the person I'm with. You know, I would rather be with somebody that, like, yeah, my man did this for me today, or my woman did this for me today, you know what I mean? Like, and just talk nothing but positive. But it's like, it seems like these people just talk nothing but negative, you know, and you're like tired of hearing it. You don't want to hear it no more. It says, I don't want to be like the rest. I know I'm different. So I am better with my mind than I am with my heart. You know, like maybe you're really close to this group of people, but it feels like you've like outgrown them. You've outgrown them like on a spiritual level, you know? It's like all they want to do is talk about other people, or, you know, talk crap about their boyfriend or their girlfriend, or just complain is like, and you're tired of it. It's like you want to be around people that are inspiring, you know, that are inspiring to be around, you know? Maybe you're the inspiration, but it's like these people aren't getting it. I feel like you're tired of it. You know, and you know that you're not like that. Like, you've spiritually evolved, you know? Like, you know that that's not, you know, like that's not the kind of group of people that you want to be around, but maybe you guys have been friends since like high school or kindergarten or something. You know, and you don't want to like push them aside because they really mean something to you, like you love them, you know? But if you don't love them for who they are right now, like if you're just like, man, I wish you would change, or man, I wish you would stop doing this, or you would be so awesome if you just stop doing this, you know, or if you could just do this, you'd be so much better. It's like, then you're only loving the potential of them, the potential of what they could be, you know? A lot of times we get in the habit of doing that. Like, we fall in love with what somebody could be or who someone could be instead of who they actually are, you know? I don't know how many times either I've said it or I've heard someone say it, but they have so much potential, you know? But we live in this little fairy tale land where we make up all this stuff in our head, like we make up who this person is in our head, and forget to see who they actually are, you know? But you're trying to get them to see things another way. Like, you have a lot of hope for them, either for a specific person, but it feels like a group of people, you know? It's like you want to take everyone with you. It's like, can't you see how wonderful life really is? And you want to drag them and pull them, you know? But they just keep repeating the same cycle, the same kind of routine. And you're like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like the rest. I know I'm different. You know, some of you might feel isolated with your thoughts because you don't have anybody around you that's like that. You know, you don't have anybody that you could talk about synchronicities with, or someone that you could talk about sacred geometry or the things that you've learned, you know, on the spiritual realm. It's like these people want to talk about, you know, who's wearing what, and, you know, just mundane stuff, surface level. Like, you're tired of surface level. It's like you want real connection. You want that spiritual connection. You're tired of fighting to find that spiritual connection. You know, but you love these people. You love them. You know, but you gotta love them for who they are. You have to see who they are and love them for that, you know? We can't just love people for the potential of who they could be, or if they could be, they'd be so great if they, you know? It's like you want to shout from the rooftops everything that you've learned. And I understand that. Like, I've gone through that feeling, you know? People think I'm freaking crazy. I go into stores and they're like, well, yeah, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a starseed, you know? I'm a light worker. They're like, what the fuck? The fuck is a light worker? You know? I'm like, we're in control of our own destiny. And I just start getting all, like, super, you know, passionate about stuff. And people just, like, they give you that blank stare. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't take everyone with you. You can plant seeds wherever you go, but Ace of Wands. It's like these people have no passion. It's like they're all about the material thing. They have no desire to be unprogrammed, you know? Yeah, be-da-doo. My bad. That was definitely a message for someone. Definitely a message for someone. And it's okay if they want to play that game. You know? Not everybody is here to evolve. Some people just ain't ready yet. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that think I'm freaking batshit crazy if I start talking about some stuff. Especially when I first got on the path. I was like, what are you talking about? You know? Yeah, I just think you're around the wrong people. But it's a burden to you. It's a burden being around them. It's like it drains your energy. You know, you have so much life and so much spark, and it's like whoever this negative group is like it's draining to you. You know, I think you've outgrown this person or these people. It's like, but how do we let go of all we've ever known? You know, if these are the group of people that you've known your whole life, it's like, how do you let go? You know? But don't hold on at all costs. You know? Don't sacrifice your own personal integrity, you know, and get into conversations with these people about this low vibe shit. You know? Just because you've known them your whole life. Fool. Yeah, you gotta step out into the unknown. Start going to places that other like-minded people would go to, you know? Like, maybe go to a hot springs or go to the metaphysical shop, you know? Start seeking out other spiritual beings. It's like, doesn't mean you have to completely leave these people in the past, but it's like, don't hold on to them for dear life. The Hermit. Don't hold onto them for dear life and hide yourself away. Could be dealing with a Virgo. We got Virgo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Three of Wands, yeah. Like, being around these people makes your freaking head want to explode. Look at that. His head is like literally exploding. Page of Cups. You want some new, you need something new. Go find some new friends, you know? And I'm not saying chase anything, but attract them. You know, like if you go to places that you enjoy, you know, you start talking about things that you enjoy with random strangers or people that you run across, you'll find like-minded individuals, you know? You'll meet people out there that are attracted to your frequency. But stay away from those people. Stay away from people that are shady. You know, like you might know this group that you're with is shady. That's what they do. They talk about dirt. They do dirt, you know. But it's like, but they're my best friends. I've known them since high school. It's like, but you are guilty by association, you know. Don't be guilty by association. Just because you've known somebody since you was like a tadpole. Your spiritual cards are 101, starting over, intelligence, dynamics, making a difference, failures, personal or spiritual development. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failure is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It is in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. And the heart chakra. It says, love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned to most to love. It's safe for you to love and to be loved with an open heart, as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. Yeah, I think some of you just need to broaden your horizons as far as your friend group goes. And don't just be hanging out with these people just because they've been your homies since, high school, or homies since whenever. It's like they're not on the same path as you are, and you can't take everyone with you. And I know it's sad, man. It's sad, it's frustrating, it's kind of heartbreaking, like when you see people just out there doing the most dirt, and it's like almost embarrassing is that these people are your friends, It's like, damn, that's my friend, out there on a most wanted list or some shit. Like, what the fuck? I need new friends, but you can't find new beginnings in the same places with the same people, So you got to open yourself up to new possibilities, new adventures, new friends, new people, Go to places that you enjoy. If you go to a place where that you enjoy, most likely you'll find someone else there doing the same thing. They're at a place that they enjoy, Because you can't get these people to go down to the river, you know what I mean? You can't get these people to go into a bookshop or the library, or they don't want nothing to do with that. They probably make fun of you for it. But you hold on so tight for dear life because they've been your homies forever, So don't hold on at all costs just because you've known somebody for so long. You can't take everyone with you. Alright, well, I think those are the messages that all my piles needed to hear. Thank you once again for tuning in. I love every single one of you. I ain't just trying to build a page. I'm trying to build a community. We are a community. There ain't no unity without community, and I love every single one of you. Beep, beep.